Sweet 16. How does it feel?
Yeah, cool.
It's cool to you.
Suppose.
So, what would Madam like to do later today?
Got plans. This is going to be the best day ever.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it. Breakfast? Well, I can't tempt you with one of my special fry-ups. You need to eat before school.
I'll get something on the way.
Well, just make sure that it's not rubbish.
Now, if you cross this road and go down that alleyway there by the side of the flat, you could save yourself 10 minutes.
And what am I supposed to do with those 10 minutes?
You know, have an extra 10 minutes in bed in the morning.
Lying in bed is for lazy people. I wake up, I get up. Do you lie in bed, Mrs. Parsons?
Yeah, you know, weekends. Sometimes, and you know, well, occasionally.
Anyway, I would rather walk around and keep to the main road. A good friend of mine, Mrs. Unguloma, she went down an alleyway.
Really?
She was chased by a goat.
What? Rob. Okay, I'm sorry.
Really? What is it that you're actually sorry about?
Well, that I wasn't in the mood last night, okay? It's not my fault. I can't help it. I can't just turn it on like a tap.
It's not that.
What?
You didn't have to punch me.
Okay, way too much information.
I still think it's too far for you to walk, but there's a perfectly good bus service.
Tell me, Mrs. Parsons, do the university professors and their families use the surgery?
Yes, those that live locally do. In fact, the Chancellor and his wife have even graced us with their presence.
Who are they?
Oh, they look like first years, freshers.
They don't look very fresh to me.
I'll get it, love.
Howard,
Sue?
how are you?
Great, thanks. You?
Oh, you know, it's been difficult, but we're getting there.
Right.
Come in.
Simon, your father's here.
Right. Coming.
How's, what's her name? Dilly?
It's Jilly. And we broke up, you know that.
Oh, right. Shame.
Now listen, I haven't come here to rake over...
Oh, hello, darling. We were just chatting.
Playing nicely?
Of course we were.
Don't be silly. Shall I make some coffee?
Yeah.
Make a start on this, oh, there's a lot.
Me?
Well, Emmy's at college, so you'll have to do it. There's this list on the side.
What list?
A jobs list. And my 2 jackets hanging on the wardrobe door.
What about him?
Dry cleaning. It's 2 for 1 offer. It'd be silly to miss it. And we need some bread and milk. And will you put the washing on Emmy's is in the bathroom?
I'm not touching him in skanky washing.
Mom, he's not touching my washing.
Don't do Emmy's washing. Do the rest. Now I'm late.
Are you okay, Mom?
What wouldn't I be?
You don't look so good.
Thanks a lot.
Do you think you've still got that virus?
See you later, love.
Mom!
Have their mothers not taught them how to dress?
It's how students dress.
They look like scarecrows.
Which scarecrow?
I don't know its name. The one in the film. Its stuffing is being pulled out by monkeys.
Monkey.
Vomiting. In the middle of the reception area. What kind of conduct is that?
I'm sure the poor girl...
If she was my daughter, I would have made her clean up the mess herself. Tell me, Dr. Cassidy, is it important that a student gets an appointment just because of a hangover?
Things aren't always what they appear. Robert Jackson?
You are too young to be drunk.
Is Julia here?
You mean Mrs. Parsons?
Whatever, is she here?
I'm sure she is very busy. May I help you?
No, I have to speak to Julia.
I'll see if she's free.
Julia? You don't remember me. Lacey Moss from Hazelwood Care Home?
Oh, yes, yes, of course, yes. Aren't you living in Nottingham now?
I was. I need your help, please.
Did you hear that? That young lady said, please. Very good. Very nice.
So we're having a few beers, and who do you think walks in?
No idea.
Bob and Anne. Bob and Anne Maynard from the Avenue.
Number 22.
That's it.
How are they?
Well, they're all right. I mean, she's lost a lot of weight, but that's because of the chemotherapy, and he's just had a bypass. So when all's said and done, they're
surviving?
barely. Is that damp?
Where?
Up there in that corner. That looks like damp, Simon.
Howard?
Well, it could be. You know, you have to be careful with these modern bills. They can cut corners. You know?
I can't see anything.
There. There's a discoloration.
It's the light, Dad.
I don't know.
Howard, could you sit down, please? We're having coffee.
I'm just saying.
Well, don't. Going on about sick people and damp walls.
I was just making conversation.
Well, you're not making a very good job of it.
Excuse me a minute.
Tell me what happened.
I'm trying to find my dad.
Your dad?
I thought it would be easy.
I'm not sure that I remember.
J. Moss? This is his surgery, isn't it?
Lacey,
I need his address.
I am not allowed to give you that kind of information.
Why not?
Because it's confidential.
It's only his address.
I'm sorry, it just isn't possible.
But I've come all this way.
You know, I think you should be asking your foster parents to help you with this.
I can't.
Why not?
They won't let him see me.
What, your foster parents?
Social services.
There's usually a good reason why, you know.
Please. I'm 16 now. I have a right.
All right. I will ring him and ask his permission to give you his address, but I can't do more than that.
Thanks.
Okay, we'll wait here.
I would just like the opportunity to spend some time alone with my son.
Because now is convenient.
I don't even know what that means.
You know very well what that means.
You've kept him from me all this time.
Don't be absurd.
One hospital visit and then it's no, Howard. The doctors don't think this is a good time.
That's what they said.
Then when he's at your house, it's full of the Connors.
They've been very good friends to me.
Couldn't get near him.
You just don't try hard enough, Howard. So what's new?
He's my son.
Only when it suits you.
Still sniping.
Oh, of course not.
Don't be silly. Actually, I was just going out. Get some shopping.
You got some shopping this morning.
Oh, that was just the basics. There's a Waitrose on High Street.
Oh, lovely.
So I thought I'd, give you and your dad a bit of time.
Masters Auto Repairs, Jay speaking.
Mr. Moss. Julia Parsons here, campus surgery.
Yeah?
I have Lacey with me.
I don't want to know.
She's asked if I could give her your address.
No way.
All she wants to do is see you.
I said no.
He doesn't want to know.
What are you going to tell that child?
The truth, Mrs. Tenby. Look, could you please get hold of social services and ask them if they would contact her foster parents for me?
Maybe it's for the best. A father like that is no use to a child.
Well, I don't think Lacey's going to see it that way.
Stuff you wanted, and dry cleaning ticket. Be ready tomorrow after lunch.
You can't leave that there.
Also, clean the kitchen, put the washing on, and got stuff out the freezer for tea. What are you doing here?
What?
I've had to do all of the housework because you had college, and now you're just swanning around.
I'm not swanning around. I forgot my lunch money, if you must know.
Spent it on hair dye, more like.
Oh, my thighs are splitting.
Oh, your ends are splitting.
It's not a playground. I've got work to do here.
Yeah, well, I've been all over town and I'm starving.
Well, go and grab a coffee and a biscuit in the staff room. And don't touch anything. What's that woman done with my file headings?
You did tell him I was here, in Leatherbridge.
I did.
Well, you must have got it wrong. You wouldn't have said no.
I haven't. I'm sorry, Lacey.
Yeah, you must have. Phone him again.
I can't do that.
I could talk to him. You don't have to give me his number. You just dial it and I'll talk to him.
When did you last eat? I'll get my things.
So do you still think it's this virus?
No, I think it's her hormones.
Which hormones?
You know, the change.
She's hitting Dad.
What?
I heard them talking about it this morning.
You mean, like your roid rage?
I don't know.
What are we gonna do?
Come on, Gran.
She's not in the toilets.
It looks as if a hole has opened up in the ground and swallowed her down.
Shouldn't have left her on her own.
No, you shouldn't.
Dad?
Whoa, whoa. Covered in oil, sweetheart.
Oh, Dad. I care. I've missed you. Are you pleased to see me?
What? Yeah, of course. Here.
I wanted to surprise you.
You certainly done that. Well, Lace, I don't know what to say.
How are you?
Good. And you?
Yeah, good.
Not really the best place to meet, is it?
It's cool.
Lace, I've got a customer to meet.
It's okay. I could wait for you in the office.
It's a tip.
I don't mind.
No, no. Look, there's a coffee shop down by the park. Why don't you wait for me there?
Yes, can I help you?
Bill Kate. Lacey's foster father.
Oh.
You must be Miss Parsons.
Yes.
It's Mrs.
Sorry, Mrs.
Julia.
Julia. Social services have filled me in. Lacey is with you.
She ran.
Dad, I really don't think there's any need.
It'll just take a jiffy. You know, I have been worried about your son.
Yeah, I know you have.
And I'd have come to visit more often, but your mother said...
It's okay.
Because I don't really know what happened, you see, and your mother won't tell me anything.
It's okay.
Simon, would you stop saying that? It is not okay. You tried to take your own life. I've got no idea why. I mean, you've always been a bit introverted, but you're not a depressive. You're not miserable all the time.
Dad.
Is it the gay thing? Because if it is, then I totally understand why. I mean, it must be so difficult to live like that.
It's not the gay thing.
Well, then what the hell is it, Simon? You're a bright lad, you've worked really hard, you've got a great career ahead of you, you've got a lovely home. Is it the divorce?
Why didn't you come?
Lace, what is it for you?
You didn't come.
What? I just got held up.
Is it because you're worried about getting into trouble?
Trouble?
With social services? You won't. I'm 16 now. I can see who I like.
I'm just busy, okay?
Were you ever going to come? Why did you stop coming to see me when I was in Hazelwood, Dad? Dad?
It was for the best. Look, when your mum passed away, I asked them if I could take you. They said no. You know that, don't you, Lace?
You let them take me away!
I couldn't stop them. I tried, I did. It was no good. You should get off. People will be worried about you.
They won't! Dad, I can live with you now.
You know me, Lace. Never had much of a setup when it comes to a home. Oh, buddy. My wife dropped him off.
You're married?
She doesn't know about you.
You've never told her?
Wouldn't have worked out. Like you, me and Sylvie.
You let them take me away! It wasn't social services, was it? Dad.
No. Come on, big man. Look, Lace, I'm sorry, but...
It's my birthday today.
My wife and I, we thought that Lacey had settled with us.
Has she ever done anything like this before?
Lena's frantic. I should phone her. I understand why you can't give me Jay's address, but you have my mobile number if you hear anything.
Mrs. Parsons, telephone call.
Mrs. Tenby?
No, I think you should take this.
Would you excuse me a minute, please? Julia Parsons?
Who the hell gave Lacey my number?
Mr. Moss?
I'll sue the surgery for this.
Is Lacey with you?
No. She's run off somewhere.
Have you any idea where?
None. Look.
Just put your complaint in writing, please, Mr. Moss. Well, she's seen her father, but she's run off again. Look, if she's not with her father, then have you got any idea at all where she might be?
No, she hasn't been here for years.
She was at Hazelwood, wasn't she? Oh, maybe we should start there. I'll get my coat. I've got us a lovely pineapple cheesecake. What are you doing now?
Can't feel anything.
Just checking for damp.
Still? I'll put the kettle on.
Could be a leak, of course.
I really don't think there's anything there.
Did you check the radiators upstairs?
Yep, all in working order.
Oh, maybe it was a trick of the light.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, right then.
Dad. I was upset about you and Mum. Of course I was. You don't expect your parents to suddenly split up when they're 28 years old, but that's not the reason.
What the hell was it then?
Howard, you're not to ask him. You're not to question him. I've told you this I don't know how many times.
It doesn't make any sense. There has to be a reason.
That's not the point.
It sort of is the point, isn't it, Mum? Because you're both trying to blame yourselves or blame each other.
No.
And really, you should be blaming me. It's my head. And I couldn't see any other way out. My head, my decision, my fault. I'll put these away.
Why'd you want to come back to this place?
I'm sorry, but it's the only lead we've got.
She was so happy this morning.
Let's look round the back.
It's really nice.
Pineapple's a surprise.
That's what I thought. I saw it on the shelf and I thought, no. And then I thought, why not be adventurous?
I've never had it before.
Yeah, it's unusual.
But nice. I've got us a lovely moussaka for our dinner.
We can have another slice.
You help yourself.
Sue, I was just wondering about the dining room table.
Are you joking?
Just thought I'd mention it.
We're having a lovely time. You've checked for damp. We're having cheesecake. And you decide to bring up the dining room table.
What about the dining room table?
Your father wants it. I've never liked it, so he's welcome to it.
But every time I try and collect it, your mother's never in.
Well, pardon me for having a social life. I've said the mornings.
I am at work, you know that. I have a career.
A career? You sell garden furniture, Howard. You're hardly Alan Sugar.
What's Alan Sugar got to do with anything?
Is this still about the dining room table?
No, it's about the washer-dryer, that horrible blue vase, and Auntie Mary's credenza.
Oh, I knew you were going to bring that up.
Oh, were you hoping I was going to forget?
Perish the thought. You all know what they say about elephants.
And is that supposed to be some comment on my weight, Howard? Because you're hardly one to talk. Dilly a bit heavy on the carbohydrates, was she?
It was Jilly. You know very well.
He doesn't want me.
Lacey.
He started a whole new family.
I know, sweetheart.
Why didn't you tell me?
Because he believed in him. And Lena and I, we didn't want to destroy that for you.
Why? You two don't owe me anything.
Well, we were looking out for you.
Can look out for myself.
Lacey, talk to me, please. Now, we discussed this with your social worker, remember? What would happen when you turned 16? And you said that you wanted to stay with us.
I couldn't tell you what I really wanted, could I?
Well, I hoped you could.
I wanted to go home. I thought I could just go home.
You've got a home.
One that's mine.
You have one. With us.
You're just saying that because you have to.
Do you really think that I'd do that? Well, if you believe that, then Lena and I have failed. And I'm sorry.
I could stay. If you wanted me to.
Of course we want you to. We love you, Lacey.
Take me home then, Dad.
So how are you finding your first day at the campus?
I am trying to keep an open mind. But I have just closed it again.
Don't worry, I'll deal with it. Come on, let's get you cleaned up.
Oh, that is nasty.
just couldn't get to the bathroom.
This is ridiculous. It's got to be more than a bug. I mean, you shouldn't be thrown up like that.
Fine.
Well, how do you know?
Oh, because I've been to the doctors and they said there's nothing wrong.
Oh. So what, you're pregnant or something?
Oh! Oh! It's coming out both ends.
Why don't you take a picture? It lasts longer.
I came here for the 5-star service, and what do I get? A bout of food poisoning.
No! Don't you understand? You're just making things worse.
I think I could have poisoned him.
I mean it, Immy! Back off!